Alright guys, thanks for stopping by the channel today. Today we're going to be having a look at the Visuo XS809S. This is the big brother to the widely popular Visuo series of quadcopters, both the XS809H and the XS809W. And I think there's an XS809HW. That's actually the one I own, so I know for sure there is one of those. But we're going to do a flight test on this today. I got a little bit of wind coming off my back here, probably about 3 miles an hour. We're going to be flying with the wind today because we have a wide open space, and I don't mind walking a little bit for this quad. Now we're going to take this up in the air today. I'll be rolling in some flight footage as well, giving you my final review at the end of the video. Alright guys, one of the things I wanted to mention before we start this flight test is I have this modified. So I actually installed a Wi-Fi router antenna on this transmitter. The reason being for that, guys, is I'm in kind of a congested area. I fly a lot in these areas like this, and I noticed that with the this particular model and then the other one that I own, which is the XS809HW, I was not getting enough or actually close to the claimed 80 to 100 meters of control distance. So I went ahead and installed this. So we're not doing a range test on it today. I'm doing a flyability test. If you guys want to see a video on how to install that or how I went about installing it, you can check my other 2 videos that I have up for installations on transmitters of the Wi-Fi router antennas. And I'll post links in the description for that if you want to see that. But I just wanted to make a disclaimer to you guys today that this is not the way the transmitter comes stock out of the box. This antenna is not up on there. Alright, the first thing we're going to be doing today is getting the, let's start a screen recording here first. I want to make sure I'm getting some of this on record. But the first thing we're going to be doing today, guys, is setting up a screen recording now, obviously. We're going to connect this to our Wi-Fi emanating from the drone, and we're going to go ahead and get this bound up and in the air. I'm going to time the flight as well, guys, so you guys know what kind of flight time to expect and under what type of conditions. Now we've got about a 3 or 4 mile an hour wind at my back right now. Normally speaking, I would be flying this in to the wind and then having it come back in case I lost signal. So in case of catastrophe, it would drift back this way. I've got a real light wind, a lot of room to play with here, and I don't mind doing a little bit of walking. So let's go ahead and get this connected to the Wi-Fi here, and we'll go ahead and scroll down into our Wi-Fi, and we can see that we are already connected to the Wi-Fi 720 FPV. That's the one on the top here. We'll go back into our home screen, and we're going to go into our drone folder, and we'll go ahead and click on XSW UFO. We'll hit play, and we'll see that we have Wi-Fi FPV, and I'll show you guys real quick here so you can see in the camera that we definitely have FPV signal. A little bit of latency on that, guys. It is 2.4 gigahertz, so you're going to expect that. But let's get this thing in the sky and see what it can do. Alright, so we got this on our level surface here. We're going to go ahead and start a recording for the drone. And first thing we're going to do is turn on our power. We're going to go up, down to bind. And we're going to take both sticks down and out to calibrate our gyros. And we can go ahead and take off by using the 1 key takeoff, or we can start the motors. We're going to start the motors by taking both sticks and going down and in. Motors are started. We'll go ahead and take off. All right, we are on our first speed range right now, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get this out a little farther out. I'll show you. Let's do a little, get this trimmed a little bit here. Bring her back our way. And I'll show you the yaw rate. This is our yaw rate in first. Very docile flyer in first range, guys. Nice and stable though. I have noticed that with this drone, it is a stable flyer. So I'll bring it back this way. And I do have a little bit of a wind coming off my left shoulder here. So we'll notice that it's going to drift a little bit. Now this does have altitude hold, guys, and the barometer in here is pretty accurate. It's pretty good stuff. So let's go ahead and trim that out just a little bit more. There we go. And that got us flying pretty stable there, guys. So let's click her off into, I'm going to fly her on a little bit first. Let's get her back in first. We're going to fly her out a little bit higher, and we'll take her out a little bit and fly her just around the park a bit here. And keep her high enough so you can see her. Nice looking drone, guys. Very much like the Mavic series of drones. It's been said by many people, many reviewers. This one has a claim of 18 minutes of flight time on here. And I'm going to go ahead and start my timer now. A little late, but I'm going to add like 2 or 3 minutes to it because we have had it up in the air for a while now. Go ahead and start. All right, and let's take her back out a little bit. And we'll go a little higher and bring her in again. I want to show you guys second rate on this guy here. All right, second rate is the shoulder button on the left here. Oops, that's third. There's second. So there's our yaw rate in second, guys. See that? Progressively faster, so it is definitely working. Let's get her up a little higher here. I want to make sure everything comes in frame here. And we can go ahead and get her in a third rate. Let's bring her back this way a little bit, some trim. Trims are just here, guys, left, right, forward, and reverse. So let's bring her back this way. And we can go ahead and check out some flips. Flips are going to be right hand shoulder button. There's a front flip. I'll bring her in closer so we can see this a little easier. The rear flip. Bring her in again. Right flip. And left flip, in case I missed that side. But it flips on all three directions, no problem. This is second range. Let's take her up just a little higher. And we'll see that with a 3 to 5 mile an hour wind right now, guys. She does fine in the second range. Pretty good pitch. Bring it on and show you that real quick. Here's our pitch, front and rear, and a rocking horse. I've heard Jay Jones say that before. There's our rocking horse. Let's bring her down. And our side to side. This is second range. We'll click her up into third and bring her back this way. You can see the pitch and pitch forward. Bring her back up and make sure she stays in frame. I don't want to keep it in line with those trees back there. You won't be able to see what's going on here. So let's go ahead and test a couple of its features. Yaw rate in third. That's pretty good. We'll fly over there. All right, so let's get back this direction here. Now this does have headless mode and 1 key return. So let's go ahead and test that headless mode. When we're in headless mode, should be able to yaw and come left. And go right, bring her back, left, up, and then right. So the headless mode works pretty good on here, guys. Let's get out of that. Bring her back our way here. Here she comes. So our headless mode is working well. Our video feed looks pretty choppy, guys. Again, we're dealing with 2.4 gigahertz here. I wasn't expecting a lot out of this camera. One of the gripes that I do have about this particular cam, guys, is the fact that there's no active SD card on here. I wish they'd put an active SD card on these cameras so we could get, DVR at least, and get some decent quality video footage. So let's bring her in closer here. And we can go ahead and test our return to home. Let's bring her back. All right, so we're gonna have to adjust trim again, it looks like, because the get her out this way. All right, so let's go ahead and send her out straight, and we'll go ahead and try to return to home. And here she comes. So the return to home definitely works, guys. Again, it's not going to be a return to spot it took off from, but it's going to bring it back in our direction in case of emergency. This drone also has another feature on it I thought was kind of cool. We'll go ahead and test that real quick. It has an automatic stop. Now keep in mind, if you're up in the air and you're over any kind of concrete, that could cost you a little bit of money here. No, so what I'm saying is you could destroy your drone. Basically what this is, guys, it's a button that's right here. It says stop. What that's going to do for us is it's going to cut the motor. So let's bring her back a little bit farther here and I'll demonstrate that for you. And we'll hit the stop now. Now. So you actually have to press it and hold it. I just found that out now. So we need to press and hold the stop button on here in order to get that to work. So let's go retrieve our drone and I'll be right back, guys. All right, we'll go ahead and do a hand takeoff here, guys. Hit the one key start. Take her out and fly her around a little bit. So the claimed range on this drone, guys, is 80 to 100 meters of control distance. So basically stock without the addition of the Wi-Fi router antenna. And your FPV is going to be anywhere from 30, I'm guessing, to about 60. And I will actually notate that in the post edit if I got those numbers wrong, but it's not very far. Wi-Fi FPV, guys, is exactly what it is. It's Wi-Fi FPV. So you get a good look at it there. Nice looking drone, guys. It really is a good looker, and it does fly nice. If you set reasonable expectations for these drones, guys, you'll be more than happy. The biggest claim that Visuo is making about this model is the fact that it has about an 18-minute flight time. Now I'm timing that, and I mentioned before, we're going to keep in mind that I started the flight about a minute and a half, maybe a minute and a half to probably 3 minutes before I actually started the timer. Try some flips real quick for you, so we'll bring her down a little bit. And flip button's going to be on your right hand side. Do some more flips, just because it's fun. We already demonstrated that, but I think it's fun. Let's see if we can do them on the fly. Yep, we can do them on the fly with this. Nice. Nice. Okay. Bring her up. So this is made as a camera bird, and I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording over here, and we will take some snapshots just to see what this is all going to look like. Now normally they have a version of this, I believe, that's just a camera only, where these two buttons here would work. And this particular model, it does not work because this is Wi-Fi FPV. So anytime you want to start or stop a video or take a snapshot, it has to be done right from the, and there I am. It has to be done directly from the app. So let's go ahead and stop the recording there, and we'll go ahead and take a snapshot and another one. Bring her in and down. Grab another shot. All right. Now it's basically, we'll just fly her around until we get LVC. Go ahead and start the recording again. It's a fun flyer, guys. My Visuo XS809S is one of my favorites to fly for toy grade folders. I think Visuo got it right. The barometers in these are very accurate, work very, very well. The Flyability on these quads is nice. Plenty of power to get through the wind. Now this is a 3.85 volt 1800 milliamp per hour battery, so this is a little bit bigger battery, a little bit higher voltage. I don't know if that translates to more efficiency on the 1800 milliamp hour as well, but a very efficient use of power with this quadcopter I've been noticing in a couple times that I've had it up now. I'm going to check our video feed here. And I do have FPV. It's choppy though, guys. I mean, it's choppy. It is what it is. And again, you know, your results are going to vary if you take this thing in a different area. I'm around a school right here. There's residentials around me here. So we're dealing with a little bit of disturbance as far as other Wi-Fi signals. But I mean, for all intents and purposes, it's a good quality camera. I can't see anything bad with it. There might be a modification you could do to actually improve that, and that might be something with the Wi-Fi antenna. Now this is one that I had planned on, and I still plan on putting a all-in-one 5.8 gigahertz FPV camera on and flying that way. But I think Visuo hit a home run with this one. Now they're coming out with more and more quadcopters. They actually have a mini version of this now that I hope to get in for review. All these review items, guys, I'm pretty much purchasing everything here. My channel's not big enough to, you know, command any, you know, review items from manufacturers or sellers. So what you're seeing right here is purchased with my own money. And I enjoy the hobby that much, and I enjoy sharing the hobby that much with you guys, that I don't mind doing this. So it's kind of my pleasure to be able to do this kind of stuff, guys. We had a beautiful day today too, so we've had a lot of rain in the past couple of weeks, and it's been very difficult to get out and fly. And for someone that's into flying as much as I am, that is not good. Let's bring her down a little bit, see where our LVC is. No LVC yet, so let's take her up and out. Flies pretty sporty too for an altitude hold quad, guys. I can check that out. I mean, so yeah, we've had a lot of rain and a lot of kind of weird weather here lately, so I had to take advantage today of my day off, back to work tomorrow, so I figured I'd take advantage today of getting this video out for you guys to show off this cool quad, let you guys, you know, see what I'm seeing on it, and you know, make a decision based on that. I'm not, you know, telling anybody to go out and buy this, but I think it's a smart buy. I mean, you don't go out and buy it if you don't like it, but for a folding quadcopter of this ilk, of the Mavic kind of clone looking thing, and this has its own twist on it too. So I'll bring it closer so you guys can see. So you guys have got the Battle Shark look here. We have the red bar of LEDs in the front with the teeth. Pretty cool looking. That's pretty cool looking in my opinion. So let's get this up and out. Still no LVC, guys. So this has got pretty crazy battery life for a toy grade quadcopter with a single cell 1800 milliamp. Very good power efficiency on this quad. And those LEDs on the motor pods are very visible. I know they probably not picking up in the camera so much, but I can see them, and I can tell orientation on this pretty easily, which I think is another win for Visuo. They really did a nice job. Okay, we do have LVC. I'm going to bring her down. And I'm going to go ahead and just fly it around until it I don't want to kill the battery. I'm going to bring it in anyway, guys. I was going to fly it around and see how long that LVC lasted. Let's go ahead and bring it in. Well, up until now, there was nothing really too bad to say about this quad, guys. With a 19.25 minute flight time, that's stellar. That's amazing. I think now we have to take a look at the Wi-Fi FPV performance of this quad. Now, is this a design flaw, or is this just merely a case of over-congested area? I don't know. There is some Wi-Fi emanating in the area here from the school in the background there, and there's residential homes and things around this park, so that could be playing into it a little bit. But I will have to say, guys, that I have not ever seen this many frame drops in a Wi-Fi feed before for any toy grade 2.4 gigahertz camera. This is really kind of unacceptable. I'm going to give this a benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to fly this in another area yet before I make a final call on this, but I will say that I have had other quadcopters in the same park with 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi FPV, and they have performed monumentally better than this. This is really, really bad. No usable footage here at all, guys. And I tried to pick some of the better stuff that I had, but you can see multiple frame freezes, multiple frame drops, fade ins, fade outs, all kind of stuff going on here. And you can see that I'm really not that high off the ground. I'm maybe about I don't know, 2 meters or so at some points, maybe a little higher at one point or another, but I'm keeping it in closer proximity to me because of the area that we're in, because it is a more congested area. So I'm going to try to give it, you know, the benefit of the doubt by keeping it in, or give it at least a chance to show us some video footage. And now we can see we have some going here, but frame freeze ups like crazy, guys, all over the place. So right now, from what I'm seeing, I'm going to give it a thumbs down on the Wi-Fi FPV portion of this. But again, I'm going to give that a tentative thumbs down, I should have mentioned. I want to be fair with this quad. It works great otherwise. Everything about it is very, very nice. It's how I think all toy grade folding quads should be. And there should be more of them out there that are doing this with the extended batteries and the flyability and the quality build. This is one of those things I think that maybe they could take a lesson on, or maybe I just need to go in a different area with this particular quad and see if I get any kind of better performance from this camera. But for here and now, I'm going to say kind of a question mark with a thumbs down for the camera performance on this quad. So if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. It really helps my channel out a lot, guys. I appreciate each and every one of my new subscribers. We'll see y'all in the next one, and God bless the Republic.